Alright, Makeup Geeks, I have a new video for you guys today. It's a complete one-on-one on how to apply your eyeshadow like a pro. I even put together eyeshadow shapes for you guys. I'm going to show you what brushes you need as well as eyeshadows to complete several different types of looks. So let's get started first on what brushes you need. So the brushes you need for any sort of eyeshadow look is just 4 of them. Now obviously there's more brushes than that, but these are the basic 4 that you can create pretty much anything. I have the 4 here: flat stiff brush, stiff dome, a pencil brush, and a soft dome. And I call them that just so you know what the shape and the texture of it is. Let's start with my favorite, the one I use all the time. I have so many of these because I use them so much. It's the flat stiff brush. This is a MAC 239. It's my favorite one for packing on color on the lid. So like for my dark color I have right here, if I pick that dark brown up and just pat it all over the lid, it works great for getting color onto your base. If you come and at it at an angle like this, you can use it to smudge under the lower lash line, or you can even do a very defined kind of cut crease with it. The second brush is a pencil brush. This is kind of an optional one. I like this one for smudging under the lower lash line for a very just soft smoky look under here because it's a little bit bigger. You can also use it to do a very defined crease as well because it's such a fine tip to it that it gets right into that crease, or you can use it here on the outer part of the eye to darken it and intensify your look. The third one is the stiff dome brush. And this one can come in a couple different sizes. I used to really like, let me pull this one out, the MAC 217 because it was nice and stiff, but look at the size of that one compared to my new favorite, which is the mug pointed crease one. It's a little bit softer, so I have, or not softer, smaller, so I have more control over it. This one's great for feathering out if you want to do a smoky eye, but sometimes it could be just a little bit too big. So with this one, what I do with it is I'll do a very soft smoky eye with it, or you can use it for blending out the crease. You could probably use it too for under the lower lash line, but it may just be a little bit too big, so I usually just use it for the crease, blending it out, or doing a smoky eye. It's more for like blending purposes. The flat stiff one is more for applying color. This is more for blending out. And then the last one is the soft dome brush. This is also for blending purposes. Because it's a softer bristle, this one's like more stiff. The softer will give you a very subtle blending. I like to use it for blending out harsh lines under the brow bone. I also like applying it concealer under the eyes because I have, like slight bags under here, so I'll apply the concealer, take the soft dome brush and sweep it out, and it just gives a very soft feathered look. So those are your 4 basic brushes that you need. You can create pretty much any look with just those 4. So let's get going on the eyeshadow shapes. Alright, for the eyeshadow shapes, I have 6 of them here, and Kata, if you check the Makeup Geek site, she did a really great article on 10 different eyeshadow shapes that you can do. And there are more than this, but these are the basic ones for everyday type of looks. The one that I do the most often is the fan shape, or what I call divided in thirds. As you can see, we have 3 different colors. The yellow represents the light, orange is a medium color, brown is a dark color. For me, I like the fan shape the most. It's flattering for almost every eye shape. And for me, especially since my eyes are kind of close together, having this light color in the inner corner makes my eyes not look so close together. So it's just a very flattering shape. To do this one, you're just going to take a flat, stiff brush, pat on the shadow here in the inner corner, pat it on the middle, and then the outer part with that same brush, and you're going to slightly blend the 3 colors together so you have a well-blended look of 3 different colors. You can do the same thing underneath here if you want as well. The snow globe shape is kind of similar to the fan one, but instead of light, medium, dark, we have dark, light, dark, and I call it the snow globe because it kind of makes your eye look very rounded. So if you have very flat eyes, this is a great eyeshadow look for you guys because it makes the middle of that eye pop a bit. If you want it to pop even more, you can make this middle color like a shimmer and the outer and inner a matte color, and it really just rounds out your eye. And again, use this flat, stiff brush to apply it. For the smoky eye, this is everyone's favorite. Everyone loves a nice, super sexy smoky eye. And with this one, you're going to pat a dark color all over the lid. Like what I'm wearing now is a brown smoky eye. You just pat that color all in here. Take a dome brush and a medium or a light color and sweep it in the crease to kind of blend it out and soften it. And it just gives a very nice, dark kind of smoky look. Cat eye is really, really fun. You can do this with eyeliner or eyeshadow. I like doing it with eyeshadow because it's a little bit softer. It's not as harsh. And what you do with that, you can kind of start with an eyeliner and get the cat shape going up, and then go over it with a pencil brush and some shadow and kind of smudge it and create that cat eye shape. Come here under the lower lash line and it really elongates your eyes. If you have round eyes, this is a great one for you because it just makes them more almond shaped. Cut crease is this one, and when I went to school, they had called it open banana because it looks like a banana here in the crease. I'm calling it cut crease because you take an eyeliner or a very, very dark, like black color eyeshadow, you put it right in the crease with a very chiseled brush, and then blend it just slightly upwards, then put a light shadow on the lid, and it gives a very like edgy kind of fashion forward type look with just that very cut crease, very dark in there. And then this one here is kind of similar, same idea, but you're gonna have, you're gonna round off the edge here. So you have light color on the lid, a medium or dark color right in the crease, and drop it around, bring it under the lower lash line, and I call that the closed banana. So these are 6 different eyeshadow shapes. I have videos for every single one of them. If you go to the Makeup Geek site, click on the link below, I'll link to each of those so you can see these actually demonstrated. So let's go on to the eyeshadows that you need to do all of these looks. So the eyeshadows you need to create pretty much any look are 4. You can go up to 5 too, but 4 is definitely a standard one. The first one here is a light shimmery color. This is Makeup Geek Shimma Shimma. This is perfect for putting under the brow bone, near the inner tear duct, just for a pop of brightness to kind of open the eyes, make them look a little bit more alive and fresh. The light color I like to have as a matte finish, not shimmery. This I use for blending purposes under the brow bone, just to soften any harsh lines. The medium color I generally put in the crease to blend out, like say I have this dark smoky eye right here. You see I have dark on the lid. The medium color I'll put right in the crease to kind of blend out any darkness. Or you can use the medium color to put all over the lid if you want something that's not quite as dark as this. What you guys can do is switch out these colors. So say I wanted to do a purple look. I'll keep the shimmer shadow there. And I can do a light, a medium, and a dark purple. So I have the color Unexpected. This is Fairy Tale, and then Drama Queen. Do you see how I have still light, medium, dark? Same idea. You can do it with whatever color that you want, and you can also switch out the colors. So a lot of people are like, oh, I don't know how to pair colors together. It really doesn't matter the colors, it matters the intensity, light, medium, dark. So say here, I have a brown and pink look. I have a Cupcake, Country Girl, and this one is Mocha. Do you see how I have a mixture of colors, but I still have a light, medium, and dark? So this would be, you know, right slightly above the crease. This would be in the crease. This would be on the lid. Or you could put like this Country Girl, this medium color all over the lid. You can take the dark color, put it on the outer part of the eye, or you could just smudge it along the lash line. Last one. One of my favorite color combos is orange and pink. I don't know why, it just reminds me kind of a sunset. So let me show you the quad that I put together for that. Really, really fun. My light color for this one, I took out the shimmer and I just put the blending color here. This is Purely Naked, Chickadee, Razzleberry, and Corrupt. Do you see how I still have like a nice mixture of colors, but I still have a light, medium, almost 2 mediums kind of, and a darkness. They'll always have like a black or dark brown for smudging along the lash line or intensifying any sort of look. So that's all you need. 4 shadows, any colors that you want. Just make sure you have a variant of lightness to darkness. So I hope this video was helpful for you guys. I hope I gave you some great tips if you're starting out with applying makeup. It's not really that complicated. I just like to give you ideas and some basic tips on what you need and what you can do. So please go to makeupgeek.com because I will have listed out everything in detail, what you need, how to apply it. I'll have some pictures, a really, really great post that I put together for you guys, so check it out. But I hope you're doing great and staying happy and healthy like always, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.